Hello,
Hello,
Juan.
how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. I was waiting for you for 8 minutes.
Yes, I'm sorry I'm a little bit late, Juan. I had
Okay,
some technical issues with my
okay.
student in the last class, and it pushed me back a lot of time.
When happens this kind of issues, do you like how do you say recurrent your time?
Yeah, sometimes, Juan. I
Okay,
think it depends. Like if I know someone is late intentionally, like they're 10 minutes late, then maybe I will say we have to cut this call
okay.
by 10 minutes, right?
How do you say recurrent in English?
Like regulate, yeah,
Regulate.
regulate, or we might say recognize. We could say recognize, right?
Okay,
In this situation. Rec, rec, recognize. I think I spelled that correctly. But yes,
okay.
one, of course. And then if it's a technical issue, I usually am not so hard because, I don't have control over technology. And sometimes we have technical issues with our computer
Exactly.
or with internet. And that's something that I don't have control over. And so if it's causing problems, hopefully not a lot of problems. If it causes a lot of problems, then maybe I will cut it. But if it's like very minimal, then it's okay. I usually continue and then we continue to the end of our conversation. So,
Okay.
yeah, and in this case, yeah, it went in and out, but we reconnected.
How is
Yeah,
the weather in Tulum?
it's hot when we
So,
have, we had some strong sunshine today because I think there is a storm coming. So they say there's supposed to be a storm.
fortunately, you have water.
Yes, this is true. To go to the beach or to the cenotes or even the pool, like our handmade pool.
Do you see do you see news from other parts of Mexico?
Not so much when it's
Okay,
unless it's very big news, like hurricane in Oaxaca, for example. Um, Sometimes I hear about it, but I don't have TV to turn on like a
okay.
channel.
But do you know what's happening in Monterrey or in Nuevo León?
What what's happening in Monterrey? Tell
Okay,
me.
we don't have enough water.
This is a problem in San Diego as well, in
Really?
California.
Wow.
It's called a drought. Yeah,
Drought.
a drought.
Okay.
And this is a problem too in the north. It's in
Uh,
San Diego,
that's it.
in
Yeah.
Mexicali. Yeah, a drought. Exactly. And so it must. It's bad because it means you're not getting any rain, right? When there's no
Exactly.
rain.
Exactly. We have water just maybe 9 hours, but just during the nights.
Hmm.
Uh, how you say? Open where's the word for the key, but for water? What is the word for
The
that?
valve, the
Uh-huh.
valve,
The
maybe.
valvula, yeah.
The
The
valve.
valve open at 4 a.m.
Okay.
and close 11 a.m.
A.M.
4,
Okay.
5, 6. Okay.
And one.
What's happening?
Sorry, I think my laptop got a little bit too hot. We were talking about
Okay,
we were
for the
talking
water.
hot, yes, and then all of a sudden it shut down, and I touched the side of my laptop, and it's very hot, so I put my
You,
fan.
okay, you can buy a tool or a cooler. You
Hmm.
put the cooler behind your laptop.
Yes.
How is it under your
And
laptop?
I have a cooler underneath my laptop, but
Okay.
I think it's not very strong. I think it's just blowing a little bit of air,
You
and
need to
so
invest. You need
I
to
need
invest in a better.
exactly, yeah, a big pad. I'm using my big fan for now, and it's blowing wind inside, so I think it's okay now. But I'm
Okay.
sorry it cut us off. We were talking about hot weather, and then boom.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
But you were
Yeah.
saying, Juan, that they turned the valve on from 4 a.m. to 11 a.m.
To
Yes.
11 a.m. Exactly. Just
Okay.
7 hours, and
Okay.
it's not enough.
It's not enough water. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Almost all the people they need to go to their jobs,
Okay.
and you can't to stay home for catch, or how you say, atrapar agua,
Uh
catch
huh.
water.
Yeah. Yeah. Trap or catch water. Yeah. Yeah. Of course. When it's a problem, this is a
It's a
huge
big
issue.
problem because if you work from home, you need to
Mhm.
go to the bathroom during the day, and you
Mhm.
can wash your hands, and
Mhm.
you don't how you say, you don't have water.
Yeah, and you can't flush the toilet, for example. You have to maybe even keep everything in the toilet until the water turns on, and that's not until 4 a.m., right?
Mm-hmm,
And so,
exactly. And we don't have tinaco. You know what it was mean? Tinaco,
yeah, kinako, yeah, a tank, like un tanque,
think.
right? Yeah, a
Okay,
rotoplas, yeah,
rotoplas. We don't
yeah,
have.
yeah,
I have other house. I'm renting my house, and
okay,
I bought them
okay,
at Tinaco, and they
mm-hmm,
have water. But
okay.
recently, the prices it have been high. How you say,
They've been
incrementando,
high,
increasing
yeah, increasing high, yeah.
high.
They are rising, right?
Exactly.
And what about portable water?
Could you repeat?
What about portable water? Agua portable.
Portable.
Yeah,
It's the same actually.
it's
It's the
expensive.
same.
Okay.
I think that's why, because the people they are uh, afraid, or how you say, asustados,
They're scared. Yeah, they're
scared,
very
scared.
scared.
They
Yeah.
are scared, and they buy a lot of how you say, potable,
Yeah. Yeah.
potable,
Portable water.
potable
Yeah.
water.
Portable.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So they buy too many botellones,
Yeah. But like the buttons. Yeah.
the bottle,
Mm-hmm.
too many bottles, and maybe they don't need a lot of them. And uh, you know, not all the people they can find
Mm-hmm.
available water.
Okay. Yeah, and of course, Monterrey is like desert. For me, it's very dry there. You
Yeah.
have the mountains. Yeah, you have the mount. It's like where my family is from. Juan, we're from Mexicali,
Hmm.
and it's desert there, right?
Actually, it depends area, because, for example, in the mountains,
Mm-hmm.
there are a lot of trees and water and different animals, but in the city is
It's
different.
dry.
It's dry. It's
Yeah,
dry. Yeah, you can see just some trees on the road, or how do you say, a la orilla de la carretera,
yeah, yeah. On the sides, yeah,
on the
you see the
side of the
trees,
road.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
and around, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, of course. I hope things change. Maybe the rains will come again, or somehow they source water from somewhere and they're able to provide it to the people. But right now it's summertime, and I don't think that water is coming anytime soon, especially in Monterrey, right? It's hot. It's
it's
always hot there, 30 degrees in the daytime. I remember 30, 31. And so it's hard. Yes, I hope they find some kind of solution. because it's not cool. You have to limit your water intake and conserve only drinking water, or even go to pools, for example, where maybe at least you can cool down a little bit. But I'm sure the pools, they will be full of people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so.
Yeah. You can see the light from the sun, right? In my
Mm-hmm.
face.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. When, who will say cuando amaneció?
When you're waking up, right?
When waking up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when waking up, I saw clouds in the
Okay.
sky. It
Yes.
was cloudy,
Okay.
and I thought today is a good day because today could be could
It
be
could rain.
rain. It could
Mm-hmm.
rain. But no,
And when it rains, Juan, do you collect the water in cubetes or something like
no,
buckets?
actually no, because
Okay.
we didn't have this problem.
Okay.
Re- it's
Recent. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
recent or recent,
Yeah, that's right. Recent. Yeah.
recent.
Recent.
Yeah, it's recent. This problem is
Mm-hmm.
recent. Maybe two 2 months ago.
Ah, okay, 2 months ago, but that's still a long time ago. 2 months
Yeah,
ago.
I know. It's
I think my mom was telling me. Of course, they're in the north, so they're having the same problem, the drought issue. And yeah, it's she told me a few months ago as well. I think that everything is expensive, and they, of course, they can't use water certain times of days. No car wash, for example,
exactly.
can't wash your cars, and so yeah, it's a problem.
We have 2 months with that problem, but the strong problem started about a month ago.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I think eventually what will happen, if it's very serious, they will ask help from the different cities, yeah, to get water, to transport the water from different cities. Because, yeah, you can't have a city without water. This would be very bad, yeah.
Mm. San Luis Potosí, they
Mm-hmm.
they have a lot of water, and they
Yes,
can share us some
exactly.
from their water.
Perfect. So that might be a solution if it's
But
really
I,
serious.
I mean, they can't, they couldn't, or no quisieron.
They didn't want to.
They didn't want to. Okay, didn't want
Yeah,
to.
they didn't want to help. Maybe they said,
They
"Oh,
didn't want to help us.
you guys can suffer, right? You guys can have your problem."
Uh,
And so,
one one of the one of the things that increase the the problem is because in this city, in the metropolitan area,
hmm, yes,
we are a lot of people. The pollution is very big.
yes. And Monterrey is growing.
Population, I said pollution,
Yeah,
population.
and Nueva León is growing dramatically. Juan, I hear about so many new developments, new projects, new this,
Hmm.
new that. It's growing, yeah, and
Factories.
so they're not ready, I think, for this growth because now they're facing this issue with the drought, right? And so
Yeah,
maybe
the problem actually is not recent, but the government, they didn't didn't how you say, no hicieron lo necesario, didn't the
they didn't
necessary.
they didn't do what's necessary. Yeah.
Could
They
you
didn't
repeat?
prepare. They didn't do what's necessary, right?
Okay, they didn't do as necessary.
Hmm. They didn't do what is
What's
necessary, right?
what's necessary?
Hmm. Yes.
They
They didn't do what is necessary, or they didn't
didn't do
prepare
what is necessary
properly, right?
properly.
They didn't prepare properly, is what you
They
can also
didn't
say.
prepare
Hmm.
properly. And now I think the rich people, they don't have the same problems like us.
Hmm. It's
they
true.
they have water all the time.
Hmm. It's a very sad thing, a sad reality when that's how it is. Even in the United States, you have the ricachones, right, the rich
Hmm.
people, and they are the ones that don't have these problems because they have a lot of money. One, but two, maybe they are prepared for these situations because of their money, right? They have money to invest in water tanks or water filtrations to clean the rainwater, for example.
Yeah.
Because this was something that I did when I was living in Zambia, and I was pumping my water because we had boreholes. We didn't have running water like a shower
Okay.
head. No running water. So we were showering from buckets, for example. And the
Okay.
toilet was in the ground, right? Very traditional old
Yeah,
lifestyle.
I know.
And, and so when there was rain, for example, I always collected the rain and I kept them in buckets, and that way we would never have to worry about a drought. One, but two, I always had water somewhere. Yeah.
How is the weather there? It's
Uh,
dry.
in in Zambia, it's dry. Yes, it's dry, but it also during rain season it rains a lot, and so it gets very green in the rainy
Okay.
season.
But
So
do they have jungles?
it's jungles, that's right, jungles and lots of plantations like corn farms,
Wow.
corn rows because they grow lots of corn vegetables because this is how they survive. They usually sell their vegetables or their fruits to survive or of course to eat as well. And so it's a different lifestyle. Yeah, it's like very old way of living.
Okay. Did you like that experience?
Of course, one, I loved it. I stayed there for 3 years. And
Okay.
I wanted to stay longer, but my family, they were worried about me. They hadn't seen me in 3 years, and they said
Okay.
it's time to come see us, yeah, to come visit us. And so I had to come
You
back.
you were married?
I was not married then.
Okay.
I was alone, single woman traveling in different places. But I met my
Wow.
husband when
Do
I
you
was
have
traveling.
videos? Do you have
What's
videos?
what's that one?
Videos.
Like a virus?
No, I said, or I mean, do you have videos or
Ah,
videos?
videos. Yeah, I do. Yeah, of all the countries that I traveled in all of the southern Africa, in northern Africa, because I met my husband eventually in when I was traveling in Africa. Of course, he wasn't my
Did you
husband at the time.
uploaded those videos on some
Yes,
platform?
they're in my That's right. When you have me on Instagram, so you can
Okay.
find them.
Could you
They're
help me with that question, please? ¿Has
uh,
subido esa? Have you
yeah.
uploaded?
Have you? Yeah.
Have
Have
you
you
uploaded
uploaded
those
those
videos?
videos? That's right. Yeah. Have you uploaded those videos on Instagram or whatever?
Sometimes I'm confused when where because I don't know when I need to use did or do or have you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's practice one. I think you have to practice. But yeah, you did good. You asked me a good question. Have you uploaded those videos? They're there, but they're probably way at the bottom because I've done a lot of traveling and pictures before. This was in 2016 one, so this was more than 5 years ago, 6 years ago, right? Five, yeah, 6 years.
6 years ago,
7 years because it's 2016. We're in 2022, yeah.
22.
5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's
Uh,
6 years. Yeah,
how
six
do you
years.
say in English? El tiempo se pasa volando.
Yeah, the time goes flying.
But is it a phrase in the
Yes.
US?
Time goes
Okay.
flying. I always say it one.
The time goes flying.
Time goes flying, right? Or sometimes I say, time is never in my favor. I say
Okay.
because it's like
Time is
another,
never in my favor. In
because
my
it goes by
favor.
too quickly, right? Time goes flying, or the time goes by quick, we might say. Yeah,
Okay.
quick, like this. But I usually use the first sentence. The time goes flying because it's
El
volando,
tiempo.
flying,
Ajá.
right? I say it in Spanish, in English, in Italian, all the languages. It's a good expression because time is something that we don't have control and we can't grab or touch, right? It's always just in the air. So it's flying.
Mhm.
Yeah. But yeah, of course,
Okay.
one. Quick.
In what year did you started with Cambly?
2021, last year.
Oh, 1 year,
Yeah.
just 1 year.
Yeah, just 1 year. Yeah. But I was working in different platforms.
Okay.
Yeah, I started working online in 2019. Yes, end of
With
2019. Yeah, just before the pandemic, I was already working online.
in what platform?
EF, you know EF,
EF. I never
English
heard about it.
first. Yeah, EF. They
Okay.
have a center in Ciudad de Mexico, Mexico City.
And
Yeah,
what's mean EF?
English first.
Ah, English first.
Yeah, English first is what it's called. But yeah,
Um,
it's very very big company,
uh,
and I
in
I
your
did that for.
and your class, it was in Spanish or just English?
It depends because most of my students they were coming from Latin America, but I also had students from Asia as well, Asia and Europe. So like Germany, France, I had some students. I had some students in Italy as well. So it was a worldwide, just like Cambly, worldwide. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
get students from all around the world.
Wow.
It's a good experience. I think it's not only a learning experience for the student or myself, right? But it's a cultural exchange as well because we can learn a lot about each other from different backgrounds.
Do you prefer your classes for your students in Cambly?
For now, yes, one. I only teach on Cambly and then, of course, on a different
But
platform
I
for
mean,
kids.
do you prepare your classes? I mean, choose a topic for every day.
It depends. Some
Okay.
students maybe they ask me to prepare something beforehand, right? But most times I usually just open a call and maybe we follow something from the library, for
What do you
example.
prefer?
But I'm okay with any of it. One
Okay.
general conversations. I'm good with anything from the library. The Cambly library has good resources to learn from as well. They teach you about different topics. So, but I'm open. Juan. I do all of it. Even
Mm,
articles online from a different website. I usually I'm prepared. I'm pretty good with this stuff. And if I don't know something, I usually will say I don't know. Please check. Right.
recently or lately, I don't study besides Cambly.
Okay.
Yeah, but because I don't have enough time, or my time is not enough. But
Okay.
probably I don't know. The next week I will start again using my apps like
Okay.
Duolingo
Good.
and Elsa.
Yeah.
Elsa speak is for pronunciation.
Yes,
I
that's a
need
good.
it.
Yeah, it's a good app. I think also Speak is very good.
Hmm.
and, and of course there are other audio apps too. Juan. I can't think of it right now, but I talk.
What do
I
you
talk.
think? What do you think about my fluency? Is better than when I started with you?
Yeah, Juan. I mean, of course, you're. For me, it's.
Do you remember
Uh,
our first time?
I
Really?
remember our first time one. I can't remember exactly. Of course, it's a general
Yeah, I know.
way of meaning.
A few days ago, I was watching our first video.
Ah, you can do that. You save them.
Yeah.
Wow, that's very cool to see how much you've progressed. Yeah, how much
Uh-huh.
you've learned. What do you notice when? Do you feel more comfortable, more confident?
Yeah, I have more confidence. I had some problems when we were talking because sometimes I didn't understand you. Under, is understand you or didn't understood you?
I didn't understand you. Yeah,
Understand you.
because you're
When you
talking
need to
about
use
some
understood.
past tense, right?
Okay.
Understood
Could you tell me an
is
example?
would be like, for example, Juan, um, when someone is explaining something to you, for example, and you might say, for example, I understood that
Okay.
you said we should wash the plates first, then put soap on it, then dry it, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
past tense, and like saying I understand, but when you are talking about something that's already been said in the past tense, so I understood this is what you said to me.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, that's a hard one, yeah, to give a good example to one. But of course, understand. I understand that I was very bad in the beginning with my English language, but now I'm doing better, right?
The pronunciation for understand is understand or understand.
Understand, yeah, because it's
Understand.
there's a N in there. Understand, yeah.
And sounds the same. I mean, exactly. You can type
Yes,
understand and you need to say understand. Understand. Porque algunas veces yo digo understand como con E.
and that's okay. Yeah, you understand is usually you hear this more often than understood, right? This is something like understood is something you might respond back to someone when they say something to you and you're repeating and you
How
understand, you say
often?
I understood.
How often do you drink water?
Water, yeah, that's a very British UK accent. Yes,
Yeah,
they draw out their words. They kind of
yeah.
sing it. They sing the English language.
How often do you drink water?
I drink a big glass
Wow,
of water.
I like it.
I think this is 1 liter of water, but I try to drink one of these a day, or at least half of water. Yeah, because
Wow.
it's very hot here. You sweat all the time, and so when you sweat, you need to hydrate yourself, right? Because all that water is gone. And so it's
The water no, keep cold in that glass.
yeah, it keeps cool
Keeps
because yeah.
okay. Cuando es una cosa, when it's a thing, you can use or you need to add the s in the verb.
It depends. One, you can say it keeps cold. It's fine too. Some
Keeps
people
cold.
they prefer that they'll say cool, right? Because
No,
maybe
but
cold.
I mean keep or keeps. When you need to use keep or keeps.
I think for to say keeps is slang, Juan.
Hombre o mujer,
Yeah.
he or she, you can add the s.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, for it's gender neutral one. But I think our time is up. Yeah, so maybe
Ah,
we will talk about this next time, Juan. Yeah,
okay.
but you can use it in any